Hello! Today we are going to make a hedgehog pin cushion. Now, I had made an original, as you can see. It is not done, so I wanted to make a nicer one with nicer materials, nicer fabric, and just all together nicer with the legs actually attached. So I copied all of the patterns that I used for the original one and put it onto cardstock because I figured cardstock will last longer and I wanted it to be nice. Seems like nice is the word of the day, so we're just gonna go with it. Once my pattern was ready, I wrote down some step-by-step instructions to use as I go along and seeing what I do and what the steps actually are. The first one, cut out pieces. So I decided to kind of stick with the same theme of fabric colors as I did in my original, with the darker one being the sides or the belly, back, I don't know. So I used this darker material, cut that out, made sure it was pinned together, and then I used a lighter material for the face, ears, feet, and belly. However, you can use absolutely whatever color you want if you want to do colorful hedgehog. That is so cool. Once all those pieces were cut out, I moved on to step 2. Step 2 is where we sew the feet together and the ears. So this part is important to do at the beginning because you will be sewing those pieces onto other pieces as you go along. I used a machine, you can do it by hand. I just didn't want to do all of the little pieces by hand. Once I was done sewing them all together, I moved them, made sure I had all the pieces, and moved them to a safe spot that wouldn't get lost and wouldn't get stuck in all of my other artsy stuff in my room. Now on to step 3, sewing on the ears, adding magnets to the feet, and sewing on the feet. I did not sew on the belly in this step, I made that a different step. But the big thing here is you want to have one of the body, one of the head, and then an ear on each side. And you want to sew that all together. That way you don't have to sew the ears on separately by hand later on. Again, I used my machine for this because I did not want to sew it all by hand. I wanted it to be nice and strong and nice and good. After that, I put in my magnets. These are just dollar store magnets. They're not super strong, but they were strong enough to kind of hold on to a needle, and that's what I wanted it to do, so I can, put my hedgehog around my table and pick up any stray needles. Then it's kind of the same thing, sewing those on first, and then sewing the chin and belly together. That way it's all kind of one piece. That could have been one piece to start, but I decided to make it more difficult. So I sewed the back together, didn't write that down, but then sewed the belly and the chin onto the big one, which should have been a step in itself. Now I'm going to stuff it, and I'm going to hand sew the head together. You have to always leave a hole, otherwise you won't get the stuffing inside. For stuffing, I literally use pillows. They're a lot less expensive than, actual crafting stuffing, but you can definitely use whatever you like. They're not as high quality, but it's stuffing. Nobody sees the stuffing. Now I'm going to add the eyes. I used fabric paint that I found at Michael's and put on little dots for the eyes, a little dot for the nose. And now we are done. I love this little hedgehog. I like the magnets in the feet a lot because then it can pick up all the sharp little things that are lying on my desk that might go on my floor that I'll step on, because that has happened. But he looks super cute. The ears are a little bit wonky, but that's okay. Like and follow and subscribe for more fun crafts. Bye!